Okay, if you'll excuse that I'm in my pajamas, just got off work, took a shower, I'm pretty chill. Last Friday I bought the Millennium Falcon by Ban Dai, and I hope you can see this, hope it's all in focus. I've been looking for a good Millennium Falcon kit for a long time that was not $400. This retailed for $50 at my local hobby shop, and I'm in Augusta, Georgia. $50 US, and I'm going to unbox it now. Now, I've already taken the plastic off once and wrapped it back up, because that's how I am. So let's get this off and let's see. I'll show you guys exactly what has people so excited about this model. Now, I'm not like one of those dudes that goes out and buys or looks up on the internet all the different pieces and parts of the Millennium Falcon just to figure out which model kit that they kit bashed it off of. But when I saw the pictures on the side of this box, and I'll show those in just a minute, I was impressed with the level of detail. I don't know which place to start from next. I was impressed with the level of detail right out of the kit that this one showed, and it's fairly impressive. I was kind of blown away, and I couldn't wait to get the model home. And when I looked at it personally, it really did deliver. So I want to show you guys what your $50 will get you if you choose to buy it at your local hobby shop. Okay. Alright. I don't know if this looks any better. It's all nice and glossy. That's just a generic picture on the front, but on the sides you have these pictures, and they are really nice. Photographs of a finished model, and there's some more views over here on this side of the Millennium Falcon, and this is the actual model. It's very good. This is a Japanese kit, Ban Dai, straight from Japan. Let's see if I can get the lid off. It's got all that air trapped in there. Okay, now I'm just going to set that aside. Okay, first thing you'll notice is the very top, and these are in the order that they were when I found them. They have a blue strip here for your engine, and some clear pieces for the turret and the canopy. Now, I should probably mention the scale since you're looking at this. Where is the scale? It is a 1/144th scale plastic model kit. There are some bigger ones out there, but they cost a hell of a lot more. So I'm going to stick with the $50 kit. Now, right away, I was impressed with these little doodads that seem very fragile and very expert level modeler skill. You know, they're very tiny, they're very intricate. So that told me right away, okay, I bought the right kit. They seem to be fairly free of flash. Doesn't need a lot of work to get these things to shine. Any of you who are familiar with Ban Dai kits and models, you will know that they really do a good job on the actual molds. So the molds are fairly impressive, and as a result, the detail is pretty impressive. There are two pieces of sprue on this package. These are the side parts that will go in between on the Millennium Falcon. You know, these parts here that are along the sides, and this right here is some of the top larger cutaways and recesses. There's the canopy, the side pieces, I don't know what these are called, the turrets. All of them look gorgeous. They are really full of detail, really nicely molded. As far as their fit, that's another video, but we will get there. The detail, the level of detail that's in these pieces alone, without all these other little add-ons that obviously have places to go, is incredible. When I was a kid, I put together a model of the Millennium Falcon. It was MPG. It wasn't 1/44. It was a larger model. This one is going to be about this big. The model I put together as a kid was about this big, about 15 to 18 inches. And it isn't even half the level of detail present in this kit. Now, one of the things that impressed me right away, other than just initially, is these little pieces, these pipes that are running across the top of the Millennium Falcon are actually diving into the recess areas. And they are like really tiny little pieces. You didn't have half of this on the MPG model when I was a kid. These are the mandibles and the cockpit tunnel that leads to the cockpit. And then here are some of the recess buildup parts. Again, there is a lot of depth to these recesses. There's a bottom, there's a middle, and then there's a top. And then on some of them, they actually have pieces that go in them, like this one over here, this piece. So again, this was the model I was looking for. All the pieces are pretty accurate as far as I can tell, true to the original movie model. So if there is an inconsistency, it's at this scale, this level of detail, I don't think anybody's going to notice. The thing that floored me more than anything else was this piece right here that goes on the side of the Millennium Falcon. That little piece there is, oh my God, detailed. And I cannot figure out how they molded something so crisp with so many recesses. Alright, here we're getting to the body of the ship, the saucer section. It is immaculate. The armor plating is all present. Even little details on top of the armor plating are there. The little details in between. This is the lower half where the landing gear and the landing ramp are. Another thing that I think is impressive, but I haven't even figured it out. I haven't dry fit. They're all in the plastic still, so these little things look very precise. And if you've ever done any Gundams by Ban Dai, you'll know that these things always line up. They are 100% accurate. So when you put this thing together, it's going to line up, it's going to match. You're not going to have any issues. I've learned that from doing the Ban Dai Gundam series models. Here's the top. The top is really good looking. Blew me away how much detail is in these things. The fans, the little, I don't know, it looks like a circuit board to me. It is very, I'm going to try to get some shadows on this to kind of give you an idea of how much detail is in this. But it's amazing. Again, on the bottom, the sprue that will line up with the top, or the top with the bottom. Anyway, I'm excited, and I can't wait to get into this model a little further. We're almost at the bottom. They keep coming. These are the covers for the inserts that go in them, and they are detailed as well, very detailed, and more things for the landing gear itself, little struts. These little things go around the back end. I don't know if you can see it. I'll try to backlight it here so that you can kind of see those glowing holes in there. All these little things go inside and around those glowing holes. A lot of detail for you. If you're a detail person, you can get into that. Some of the fan covers, I think, if you don't want to do a whole lot of detail. Excuse me. Here's another thing that was kind of impressive. It has its own stand that's fairly sturdy, very well molded again. It's got some swivel parts so you can rotate your model, set it up any direction you want, I believe. I'm not a big fan of this type of terrain, but at least they give you something that's fairly, it's sturdy. It's not like they just had an afterthought, thrown in there. So many models they have like something that doesn't have any relationship to the quality of the model. It's usually a piece of trash they just threw together or from another model that they put in. Alright. This, I believe, is a set of instructions on how to cut your model parts out. It's just an 8.5 by 11 flyer. Most of it's in Japanese. There's a section on how to do your decals, section on how to cut off sprue, and little boogers that are on the model. What not to do, what to do, all these different suggestions, as it were. Alright. Again, this was kind of impressive. Is the decal sheet. Kind of took me back for a minute, trying to figure out what this was, because on one side it has the actual water decals, which are very nice. I really don't think I'll be using them. I think I'll be painting my model for effects, but in case there's something on here, I might actually use one or two of these, maybe for the red, maybe for this front end, I don't know. However, on the back, which is a separate sheet, as I discovered on closer inspection, is an identical decal set that are stickers. These are little stickers and they're already die cut. You can just peel them off and stick them on the model if you're not the type of person that does decals. I don't know why you would. They do look a lot thicker than the water decals, but yeah, I have no idea. It's impressive that they did include that, though. Then there is the instructions, and I'm gonna just open these up. Let me put that out of the way. Okay. Right here we have, the opening page, list of parts, more instructions on how to cut these out, a showing of the model, some more Japanese. This is what you get. All right, I read through this briefly and I was impressed because they make it really simple and they go through things in sections. The build-up of the cockpit and all its components are right here on this page. The mandibles, and they show where it is on the model. See, each of these shows you what part on what part of the model, and then it goes through the assembly of the mandibles and all the pieces that go into the mandibles. Everything that's relevant to the mandibles is right here. And it's basically a left, right, and very simple. Then it goes through the saucer section, and it shows the saucer section and its components, the turret, the bottom, and the turret sides, everything that's in the, I believe this is just the lower half. Yeah, just the lower half here. Oh, and here's the mandibles continued, all the little add-ons to the mandibles, and the mandible sets left and right. Now, this has the workup of just the lower half here, which is lower half, and then over here, if you wanted to do lighting kit, there's a instruction on how to do the Ban Dai lighting kit. I am seriously thinking about getting this lighting kit and installing it because this is the model that I've always wanted to have, never wanted to build. Personally, like from scratch. I don't do scratch builds on things in movies. I get official kits, and this is about the best one I've seen. Yeah, bottom half, all the little flibbity-flues, all the stuff, the build-up for the turret again, the build-ups and the alternates for the I don't know, intakes, fans, whatever they are. And the top half details, and then it goes through how to put the mandibles on, how to put the cockpit on, how to put the last part of the turret on, and the dish assembly and dish. Last page goes through the landing gear and the turret, the stand. So there you have it, all the landing gear, all the little pieces, and that's it. On the back, where to put all the little decals, and they're numbered, and they line up with the decal sheet, and it's got a color chart for your decals and colors for your model, all outlined. Very complete, very precise, very brief, but very simple. So I don't foresee having any problems if I'm taking my time. Okay, so that is my unboxing of the Millennium Falcon Ban Dai 1/144 scale Millennium Falcon. So right now I'm going to take out all of these parts. I'm going to cut these bags open with some scissors, and I'm going to take them all out. I'm going to take them over behind me to the kitchen. This is my kitchen table, and I'm going to wash them out with a little Dawn dishwashing liquid soap and get that factory mold release off of these parts, and probably with a very soft bristle toothbrush, and just scrub these down so that there's no mold release on there. And that's it for my night. I'm gonna kick back the rest of the night. So thank you for watching, and I hope you like this model. I don't care if you like the video. Who cares about the damn video? This is just for modelers. So anyway, we'll see you in the next installment where I actually start going into dry fitting this together. All right, thank you.